Hey everyone, welcome back to Open. So our next guest here is, not only is she here to bring us grace, she is here to discuss her empowering organization, GRACE, which stands for Granting Resources and Community Enrichment. Founded in 2016 by this Harlem native, Grace aims to be a beacon of hope and light in poverty stricken communities through the provision of direct services, information, resources, capacity building, and community revitalization. With serving over 2,544 individuals through their events, workshops, clothes drives, and other initiatives such as the annual Back to School Block Party, the annual toy drive, and more, they enhance their cultural exposure and build communities for individuals from all walks of life. And joining us to share more is founder, president, and chair of GRACE, Gracie Cedres. Hello and
Hello,
welcome.
good morning. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. Lovely to be here.
Well, it's lovely to have you,
Thank
and it's
you.
lovely to really just. I love sharing the fact that we have so many individuals who have chosen to be driven by purpose in life. And when you operate from that place of purpose, it really it just affects everyone involved differently, including self, right?
Yourself, yes, correct.
So I know were an educator, right?
Yes.
Well, always an educator. Once an
Yes.
educator, always an educator. But I'm saying,
Yes.
like officially, like that was your occupation.
I was officially, yes.
right?
I was officially an educator, yes. I was a teacher.
Right. And so you saw that there was disparities within the community, and now you've taken it upon yourself and have been doing it for quite some years now, and you've expanded exponentially, we might add.
Thank you.
Even going to Georgia, right? We were just talking about
Yes,
Tyler
even going
Perry.
to Georgia,
right?
yes.
Hey, you're
Hopefully
listening over there.
Yes, hopefully I'll get to Tyler Perry.
Yeah, hello. So let's talk about Grace.
Yes. So GRACE is a nonprofit organization, and we provide resources and services primarily in low poverty-stricken communities. So anywhere where it's economically disadvantaged, we want to go there and provide services and resources to those communities.
And so let's talk about the actual services that are being offered, right? So I already described I defined what the acronym stands for, right? So Grace is your grandmother's name,
GRACE is my grandmother's name, and so the nonprofit was created in honor of my grandmother.
but it's also the acronym standing for Granting Resources and Community Enrichment.
Yes.
And so that resources, workshops, and events. Now, I want to say resources is an extremely important concept
Yes, it is.
within our community. And so I'd like to share with our viewers so that they understand that this is accessible to them, the services that are offered, because I find that a lot of people are intimidated to show up to these type of events and or inquire further. Let's share what kind of resources you offer.
So we offer resources in specifically in meditation and mindfulness. We partner with other organizations to come out and offer resources such as yoga and things like that. We also partner with mental health hospitals and therapies. We partnered with Harlem Hospital to be able to offer toys and educational resources to the participants who are actually inbound at our local hospitals. In addition to that, we have a toy drive, we have a back to school event, we give out food. Food insecurity is a big issue right now in our economic communities, and so during our winter months, we partner with a local organization to be able to offer hot meals, whether it's to the homeless or whether it's individuals that are bypassing, we provide that as well. So that's kind of where we are right now.
And so, is this volunteer based? How many people are part of this organization? And you started in 2016, and I know the pandemic impacted it and probably pivoted some of your functions. So I just want to share with our audience exactly how it is that you continue facilitating and how you're able to continue facilitating and how you pivot according to what's needed.
So right now, a lot of our funding and resources come from our board, primarily me, and so that does get difficult when you're providing for a large mass in terms of the community. So part of that is really strategizing for the year. We prep the year before to make sure that whatever we want to budget for that following year, This year we were fortunate to receive discretionary funds and things like that, so that really helped us to be able to support with a lot of our initiatives and be more impactful in our communities. Right now we're also in the process of fundraising. Fundraising is a big part of a nonprofit organization, and kind of to speak to your point of folks showing up, I will say that our work in the community has allowed people to continue to show up. As we continue to host more events, more people are becoming aware of the resources that we're providing. And not only are they showing up, but they're staying connected with us in terms of reaching out to find out when we have things going on. We also offer monthly trips. And so we offer our families an opportunity to participate and come out with their families to engage in a free day of activities. And so a lot of that is really just outsourcing to the people that we know.
Right, and that's what I mean. Like based on what I've read, right, and the fact that you've expanded out into Georgia,
Yes.
right. So obviously you're doing something right, and so whomever's watching who can assist in whatever capacity,
Yes.
be it through services, be it through participating and or is in need of services, how do they become part of Grace?
So part of it is also following us through social media, getting acclimated in terms of volunteering with us. We get a lot of volunteers throughout the course of the year, and volunteers are very important. So if anyone wants to reach out, you can connect with us through social media. We have a volunteer form. We want to make sure that our volunteers are aligned with the mission, but also that they are connected in a particular field that they can also show up for the community. So I would say that's the biggest thing, through social media, through email, and someone will definitely get back to you. We have an opportunity for individuals to see what events we have coming up that they can sign up for. Most of our events are free. So I want to say like 90% of what we offer is free to the public. Food, activities, come out and enjoy, and then stay connected with us.
Right, and so in offering these services free, right, that comes at a cost.
Yes.
And so the idea, and the reason I keep going back to this is because I love that you also offer these cultural experiences, these trips to either Broadway productions and or whatever tickets are being offered. And I don't know how you distribute that and how you're able to offer that, but that can only happen when you're dealing in community. And there's people coming in who have means to pass it forward. And so that's how we keep the cycle moving.
Yes.
And that's how we elevate and we basically mentor the next generation who is our future. And I love your concept of like, the elders are past leaders, and or rather they are. There's this concept that I'm doing it. I'm not saying it verbatim, but I know your concept is like the elders are past leaders, and our youth is our future leaders.
Correct.
Right. And so in the middle, which is where you're positioned yourself, right? We are. All right, I'll include myself too.
Yes. We are.
All right. Me too, right? But it's a matter of honoring both sides, because they both hold the same value.
Correct. And so a lot of our seniors luckily you said that, our seniors are very important to us, right? Like my nonprofit was created in honor of my grandmother. And I know, speaking for myself personally, there was a time where my grandmother didn't have a place to go to, right? And felt a little bit isolated and alone. And so creating this space, this safe space where our elders and our young people and us, right, can come together to be able to enjoy activities together. Right now we have an initiative where we're going to be partnering with local senior residentials to be able to get our youth to come out and provide community service. And even if it's just us sitting with them sometime to feel this family, right, feel connected, we hope to bring that back. So
yeah, no, intergenerational is where
Yes.
it's at.
Yes.
Because the wisdom is getting passed on, and then there's this other means of connecting versus that's actually competing with the social media aspect of communication.
Correct.
Right.
Yes, so we hope to be able to build that dialogue, right? Have activities with them, paint parties, Thanksgiving, where they get to invite a family member and we just eat together and enjoy, or around the holiday times. We have a lot of seniors who come out to our block party. We have a lot of seniors who recently came out to our toy drive. And truth of the matter is, a lot of our young people are also being raised by seniors,
right?
And so being able to not only provide that resource to our young people, but also to them as well.
Right. It benefits everybody.
Yes.
All right, so what do you have coming up before we go?
Coming up is our fundraiser. Right now we are in the process of fundraising for a building. I'm looking to transform a building that my grandmother recently occupied as a church, and we wanted to transform it into a community center that will be open and accessible to everyone who can get to us. program will also run remotely. And so with this building, we'll be able to provide programming in our space more freely, but we'll also be able to partner with organizations who are looking to bring their program to where we will be. And so that's our big initiative right now. We have to fundraise and secure the building.
Right, so that we can be together.
Yes, we can be together.
Be together.
And grow economically,
And
right?
Right. Which requires,
Yes.
the understanding of generating internally.
Yes, legacy.
Yes, beautiful. Yay! Gracie!
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Gracie Cedres, founder, president, and chair of Grace. And for more information, you can visit harlemsgrace.org. Stay tuned. There's more open when we return.